Hello, my name is Elsa Tar, and I'm coming to you today with an issue that needs your attention. What is the issue? Well, the locals of Boca Ciego Bay have spotted dead fish along the water. They are concerned if their health is threatened. This area is used for various recreational activities that are important to locals and tourists, such as swimming, surfing, boating, and fishing. Today we will discuss what we have discovered about the dead fish and if our locals are in danger. Here is an overview of what we will be discussing today. You can follow along with the 2 fact sheets provided to you. Here we have identified the toxin responsible for the mass death of fish. Brevetoxins are a group of similar neurotoxic compounds which are tasteless and odorless. Neurotoxins are a substance that alters the structure or function of the nervous system, and they belong to a specific functional group called polycyclic ethers. A common problem along the western coast of Florida are the harmful algal blooms of dinoflagellates or diatoms, also called phytoplankton. It is often called the red tides because they can make the water appear red. Brevetoxin is caused by an upwelling of nutrients like phosphorus and nitrogen that feed algae and push them toward the coast, where they find other sources of nutrients. My hypothesis is that the brevetoxin entered through the gills, which caused the fish to suffocate due to overexposure of brevetoxin. How does this affect organisms? Fish and other aquatic organisms are affected by this through consuming toxic prey, and their gills stop functioning once they are in high contact with high levels of brevetoxin. Humans are in danger through skin contact, breathing in the toxins, swallowing contaminated water, or consuming contaminated food. Note that brevetoxins are tasteless and odorless, and they are hard to identify. What is the cellular location and organelle affected by brevetoxin? The brevetoxins are neurotoxins that bind to voltage-gated sodium channels in the nerve cells, leading to a disruption of normal neurological processes in the nervous system. Neurotoxins affect basic brain cell function by interfering with the mitochondrial function, which provides energy for the organism, increasing oxidative stress, and deregulating protein turnover. Next, we can see that the respiratory system is also negatively affected by brevetoxin. The respiratory arrest induced by a lethal dose results mainly from depression of the central respiratory center. Brevetoxins open voltage-dependent sodium channels in cell membranes, leading to uncontrolled sodium influx into the nerve cells and twisted muscle cells, causing hypotension, which is low blood pressure, bradycardia, slower heart rate, hypertension, high blood pressure, and then tachycardia, heart rate over 100 beats per minute. How does this affect the metabolic process? Fish use anaerobic metabolism or energy metabolism, which is exercising anabolic process, which requires a constant supply of which requires a constant supply of enough oxygen when they feel threatened. Anaerobic metabolism is not sustainable. Fish will produce energy in white muscle tissue using glycolysis, which is adrenaline stimulated by the tissue that causes glycogen to be converted to glucose and energy without the need of oxygen. It also can produce poisonous lactase, so glycolysis can only be sustained for short periods of time. Anabolic pathways are responsible for building new body tissue for growth, maintenance, and reproduction. If the organism's environment is low stress, stable, free of disease, and supplied with everything required, excess energy can be used for growth and reproduction. This will not occur if the organism cannot access oxygen for long periods of time. If anabolic process does not occur, the cells will not be able to repair damage or get rid of toxins in the body, causing the organisms to die. To summarize, remember that brevetoxin is caused by an upwelling of nutrients like phosphorus and nitrogen that feed on the algae, and it pushes it towards the coast where they find other sources of nutrients. It is a natural occurring process that can become dangerous if the water is not tested regularly. Brevetoxin is fatal to fish and other aquatic organisms in large doses. Brevetoxin is odorless, tasteless, and it attacks the nervous system and respiratory system of fish and other aquatic animals. Brevetoxin prevents the anabolic process from repairing the cells that are affected by it. And as of now, the locals and tourists are in danger of exposure. Exposure to brevetoxin for humans can cause the following symptoms: gastrointestinal symptoms, such as abdominal pain, neurologic signs, also vertigo, and inhalational exposure, such as cough, dyspnea, and bronchospasm. Here you will find more information about brevetoxin and the sources I have used for this presentation. Thank you for listening and taking the time to talk about this issue. I believe we can resolve this issue for our community and our aquatic life together.